Welcome to ParkTrak and the ParkTrak Pro Learning Center. Today we're going to talk about our enforcement product and the handheld uses thereof. We're going to hit on the common features of it that are used throughout. We are not going to talk about individual enforcement types. Those you can find later in the Learning Center. We're going to talk about two different units today, Casio IT800 and the Casio IT3100. Both of these units run the same software. However, they have different form functions and different things for people who need it. This unit, as you can tell, has a built-in printer. This unit uses a separate hip mounted printer via Bluetooth. This unit has a CMOS imager that will take both photos, read license plates, and do barcode reading. The IT800 has a 3 megapixel color camera on the back for photos, license plate recognition, and a separate barcode reader at the top. The demonstration I'm going to use today is this unit. Software runs on both units. On the bottom corner of your screen, you're going to be able to see everything that I'm seeing on this screen today. I'm currently logging in. Login has multi-level user security, so the person who logs in can do different things, whether that includes just issuing tickets, or they may be able to administer the system, do payments and voids, or other functionality. Every key stroke is recorded, and from this we can record employee activity to see how efficiently they are using their time. As you can see, we have a location here. Everything in ParkTrak Pro is location centric. In the drop down menu you can see multiple locations being listed. These locations are named for us for the purposes of doing demonstration purposes. For you, they would be named after your actual location. So instead of a, for example, 30-minute timed location as we have on the top here, this may be the 200 block of Main Street for you. I'm going to go ahead and enter a location right now. When I enter this location, we're going to go through some of the common functionalities. The two main functions in our location-centric system is inventory of the payments, whether it's a honor box, electronic pay station, permits, pay by cell, and that will tie the payments in. And the second functionality is inventorying the locations, i.e. where we're tying the vehicles together with the payments. Those are the top two buttons. Third button is where we download the actual transactions, whether it's from our partners like Digital Payment Tech, Calais, Veris, or Park Mobile. Next button down, scofflaw search. Scofflaw search actually runs in the background anytime we're capturing a license plate. However, we can also always do an individual search via a license plate recognition. So you can see this is our camera running here. Or I can go to a straight key in mode. I'm going to look up, infamous ABC 123. And here we've actually found a scofflaw. Scofflaw, of course, at this point is going to tell you what you need to do. In this case, it's just a warning, only owes $25, but you can do anything you want, including booting or towing from this screen. I'm going to exit out. And next we have our permit lookup. Again, we can have straight locations that do nothing but permit lookups, or we could do a permit lookup, whether it's by license plate or permit number, tying together with information that's stored in the ParkTrak Pro system, or in one of our partner systems such as Paris by Integra Park. Again, I'm going to exit out of here, and we'll talk more about that later on when we talk about the specific functionalities. Issue notice. We can always go straight to issue a notice if we're in a location where someone's parked in, like by a fire hydrant or something like that. Typically we're going to do that through the inventory function, though. We'll get to that in a little bit. Below that we have our additional functions. Additional functions are going to be where we can enter and exit inventory, jump around in the stalls, reprint notices, utility functions. And then good old-fashioned exit location. This takes us back to where we started a few minutes ago. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these sample locations, we're going to go out into the parking lot and show you how it works in the parking lot in real life. See you out in the parking lot. So now we're out in the parking lot. What we're going to do is we're going to link together the payments that were previously recorded in the box with the vehicles that are parked here in the facility. So we're going to go into inventory location. You're going to see several things when we go into the inventory location screen. First thing you're going to see is a $1 payment on the top associated with stall number 1. And on the bottom half of the screen, you're actually going to see our license plate recognition screen. So what we're going to do is we're slowly going to turn towards the license plate. We're going to read the plate. We're going to then save this plate read, which then is tied together the $1 payment with the vehicle here. Now we'll move on to the next stall. So, next stall, stall 2, we read the license plate. We save that. In this case, since there was no payment, it's going to actually prompt for us to issue a ticket. Everything is built in drop-down menus for the payment facilities, so we can quickly make this go. We have the ability to put in tab and meter expiration dates, comments. So for example, let's assume this was a pay and display facility and someone had their ticket upside down on the dash. We could actually pre-conform a comment that would go on the ticket. Then on the bottom you're going to see 4 image buttons. Because we have a camera in this, not only can it read license plates, but we can also take up to 4 pictures per citation. In this case, we're only going to take the 1. Because we are storing the images as JPEGs then, when they download into the system, we can link them to emails, we can print them out on letters, or in this case, we can actually print them out on the ticket itself. So you can see the image is actually printed on the citation. From here we would move on to the next stall. As you can see, since the next stall is empty, we're just going to go ahead and mark that as an empty stall. So next time if someone pulls in, it would reset. So what we would do is we would continue through the parking lot at this point, linking them together and issuing citations as necessary. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the office to do our download. So at the end of the day, you're going to bring your unit back to the office. You've gathered a tremendous amount of data during the day, including payment information, license plate information, and employee tracking. You're simply going to go ahead and take the unit, set it in its dock, at which point you can download it to the ParkTrak Pro software. ParkTrak Pro software has the capabilities to do complete management of your enforcement process. To see more about this, please see the later video in the series on the back-end ParkTrak Pro PC software. Until then, thank you very much.